Can we talk about Idol? What is it? Realtor Idol?
Okay, so the very first
Basically, you
show.
want to talk about how I'm awesome, right? Yeah, okay.
So people wonder, like, how did you get the show? How did that actually happen? So we've been running our real estate business for over 10 years, and we started our own company, Scott Real Estate, and expanded to different cities. And then Drew went back to Vancouver, and he started doing a little bit more acting on the side and still doing the real estate. And then he was getting put out more and more for hosting roles. And he got called in. He's like, we want you for this show. You're perfect. It's called Realtor Idol.
It was American Idol for realtors,
oh my
basically.
God, it's the dumbest thing ever.
And I have an amazing voice. Can't you picture? No, it was the dumbest idea ever. I'm glad it didn't work. And then they found out I had a contractor brother, and they pitched us what we were doing with clients at the time. Can you imagine that? How dumb a show like that would be?
Realtor Idol. So originally, Property Brothers was called My Dream Home, and then we massaged it to be a little bit more what we were doing with clients. And the cool thing is, which I think it just resonated with the audience, actually the funny thing is, HGTV, who we air on in the US, originally passed on the show. They're like, no, we don't really see that as a fit with the network. Then HGTV Canada passed on the show, and they're like, nah, I don't think it's got legs. Then some obscure network called the Women's Network in Canada, they're like, well, we like slow motion renovations with tight jeans. We'll take that.
And twins, yeah.
And so within 3 months, we were the #1 show on the network in Canada. And so with those stats, they went back to HGTV US and said, hey, what do you think? And HGTV US is like, well, we'll try it on a slow night and see what we think with a cut down half-hour version. Same thing happened. In 3 weeks, we were the #1 show of the night. They repurchased it all as 1 hour. We became the #1 show on the network. And now we're going into our 10th season. We've been the top 4 shows of the network.
Thanks to you guys. Yeah, so thank you.
140 countries.
We learned, so that the top 2 rated shows on the network, then the numbers are ridiculously higher than any other show. It's actually Brother versus Brother and Property Brothers at Home, that renovation we did on our house in Vegas. And we realized why. It's because Jonathan's dogs and my parents are more popular than we are.
Fact. But it's funny, too, if you watch now. So we're in over 140 countries. We're dubbed into every language you can think of. And people will message us, and they'll be like, and they'll think that we speak these other languages that we're in. But, man, in Spanish, I am so much cooler than I am in English.
I sound so sexy. Yeah. So they use the same guy. The same guy. He has this very suave voice. And they use him for both of us. We actually did a commercial. I
picture that he wears silk shirts and buttons them real low.
And very suave. But they did this commercial where it was a tight shot, sort of like from neck to torso here, at the bottom of the torso here. And it was a fitted white shirt. And the commercial we were on a rotating platform for this. So we're turning around. Jonathan's holding a sledgehammer. And it's like, is your man handy? It says this in Spanish. Is your man handy? What was
it starts off with Drew. It's like, is he tough? And it's just Drew flexing.
All right.
Then it's like, is he handy? And it's me with a sledgehammer. And then it's like, is he sensitive? And it's Drew with a puppy. And he's like, well, it doesn't come in just one man. It comes in 2. Hermano Salobra.
And they dubbed me. As I came around, it cut to a wider shot with my face. And they dubbed a super low voice going, hola.
Yeah.
Very sexy.
Why don't they do those commercials
Go
here?
on YouTube.
So
you guys will find
I was
that.
say, is it on YouTube?
Yeah, somebody on YouTube, one of our fans actually did a compilation from, I think, 8 different countries of our commercials. So
you know what is funny? So Stan Lee was here just not too long ago, some on the way out. And so for Brother versus Brother, we wanted to do something very different. We wanted to, the first season, we just finished season 4, but in season 1, we're like, we want to do a competition show because we're brothers, we're competitive, and we want to do something crazy and wild, but we want the commercials to be like The Bourne Identity meets Mission Impossible, all this fun stuff.
Like an epic Marvel film.
And the network was like, okay, guys, okay, settle down. So they pared down our original idea to something that was still really actually breaking through walls and everything. And it went viral, and everyone picked up on it. They loved it. The show went to #1. So the second year, the network was like, whatever you want. No, we'll do whatever you want. So we actually called up. So Stanley with the Marvel shows, we brought in the stunt team that did the Avengers and Iron Man and all of that.
We had Jackie Chan's stunt double, his stunt coordinator came in and taught us a few things. We actually have a karate background. We were national champions in Shotokan, and so we've been trying for years to be able to showcase our awesomeness. And so that was it. So if you go on...
It takes a big team to make that happen.
Yeah, exactly. If you go on YouTube, you'll see some of those promo videos, the commercials for Brother versus Brother. Pretty fun.